Hey friends, it's Quenby, the Grateful Queen, here on YouTube. Welcome back for another Live at 5 reseller community night. Every Friday on the channel at 5 p.m. Pacific time, I go live and it's an opportunity for resellers to come together and talk about all things reselling in 2021 online. We love to share lots of tips and tricks for selling online. I personally have been selling for about 10 years on eBay and 2 years on Poshmark. Actually, I think it's more like 3 on Poshmark by now, friends. But in the chat, the live chat that's going, you'll find friends that sell on everywhere, every type of platform, whether they sell to Thredup or they sell on Amazon, Depop, Mercari. So if you have any questions or concerns or you're curious about any of those platforms, be sure to let people know in the chat. They would love to help you out. We have a very welcoming community here. I see friends starting to pour in. Happy Friday, friends. Today it really feels like a Friday for me. How about you? If you're in the chat, please start by giving me a check-in about what's happening in your world of reselling. We've been talking a lot this year about buying inventory online. I live here in Northern California. Due to the pandemic, I have not been thrifting much at all, and I'm sourcing all of my inventory for my reselling business online from places like Thredup, Jomar, ShopGoodwill Online. I'm buying some mystery boxes. I'm having a lot of success with that, and I share a lot about it on the channel, but I'd love to hear from you. How are you sourcing? What's selling for you? Any challenges for you in the reselling game right now that we might be able to help you with? Go ahead and give me a check-in. And if you're in the chat, be sure to reintroduce yourself. There's new people all the time. We have our core crew, but make sure to tell people, hey, this is my actual name, not my username. This is where I live. This is what I sell. These are the platforms I sell on. We love to welcome everybody in. So let me say hi to some friends, and then we'll get started in the conversation. So make sure to put in the chat what is going on for you. Amberlicious is first at 4:45. I haven't seen James or Holly pop in yet, but they're often our first people. It is great to see you. And here's Pretty Looks, our friend Nicole, saying hello. How are you? How's it going with you, Nicole? What's happening in the world of family and reselling for you? She's got 2 little kids and she's doing a lot, and trying to balance that is a challenge. I was live on Leslie's channel on Monday and we talked a little bit about work-life balance, which I do not claim to have mastered whatsoever, but I do my best. And go over to Leslie's channel and check that out if you want to hear our live talk about that. Sweet Lily is here saying, I finally made one. I've really enjoyed connecting with you in the comments of my YouTube videos this week. So I'm so glad you made it to one of our lives. And we have got Sarah Lee Coleman is here. Hi, everyone. Sarah Lee Coleman is one of my favorite vintage and antique clothing sellers. I've really loved your pictures on Instagram recently. Just such beautiful, inspiring stuff. So I always love seeing you. And Deborah is here from Texas. Hi, friends. Happy Friday. I was actually, I don't know if I dreamed it or was just daydreaming that I made a t-shirt that said, Happy Friday, and then like reseller community night or something. Wouldn't that be so fun? I'm into the idea. I have no idea how to do that, but I'm sure one of you do. Sorry about the light that's happening here. It's like coming through a little window in here. Hi, Rhonda Creek. So good to see you. How is reselling life for you right now? Let me know what's going on. I had kind of a slow Poshmark sales week. Somebody messaged me about it on Instagram and I was like, yeah, you know, that it kind of is up and down like that. That's just the way it's always been in my years of reselling. But I think I only had like 3 sales or something. And then I just made like 3 tonight. So I sent out some offers. Whenever I have a lull like that, I realize it and I have some time, let me know what you guys do. But I have a whole like battery of things I do when I realize, oh, sales are slow. What's up? And like for Poshmark, for example, I'll go on there and I'll share. I'll go on there and I'll follow a bunch of my followers. I'll go on there and make sure I've responded to comments. Today I sent out offers. If we're talking about eBay, I have a bunch of things I do like that too. So you don't have to take it, what do they say? Take it sitting down or something like that. It's like, if that starts to happen, it's normal. It happens to all of us, but that you can be proactive. There are some things you can do. Let me know in the chat what you do when that happens to you, because it happens to all of us. Foxy Roxy's here. Hello, everyone. Gonna go get my wine and I'll be right back. I love it. A little wine time. It's so funny because I don't know how to tell this as a short story, but I'll never forget when my son Torvald, who's 9 now, he's not here tonight, friends, was at preschool, and I had great relationships with the preschool teachers, and one of them came up to me and was like, one of our favorites, Maria, and she's like, yeah, so Torvald at preschool today was playing wine time. Because every night around 5 o'clock, we're like, it's wine time. We're not big drinkers, but we live in Sonoma County, wine country, and we enjoy a little bit of wine. And I just thought that was hilarious. So now it's kind of a joke in our house. Yay, it's Lisette. Happy Friday, beautiful people. Hope you all had an awesome week. I love you, Lisette. Again, I was looking at Lisette's pictures on Instagram of her working out. Do you go to the gym like 6 or 7 days a week? It's so inspiring to me. You might appreciate that when it was super raining here this week, we always do a bike ride with Torvald once or twice a day when he's here to get him out. There's not much you can do, but you can always take a bike ride. And it was raining so hard we couldn't. So we did an impromptu workout in our living room with the stuff we just happened to have around, like some little 5-pound weights and some of those elasticy pulley type things. And Torvald took us through a whole workout. Zoe Chad is here. How's it going, Zoe? I'm still thinking about you and the whole Jomar box USPS UPS issue. How did that shake down? I have ordered so much from Jomar. I actually have a list to share with you guys. And right now, only until Sunday, they're offering 15% off with my code. I'm an affiliate with them. Normally it's 10% off, but until Sunday, it's 15%. That's a significant amount if you're getting a box. So if you use the code The Grateful Queen, I think it's all one word, you get 15% off. So I am like all over it trying to get some boxes and stuff. Zoe said, so slowest sales week ever, but otherwise okay. How about you? Let me know in the chat if you guys have had a slow sales week, and then let's analyze it a little bit. But Bet is here. Hi all, it's the weekend. Because you work like a regular job too, right? So it's like you really feel the weekend. Did I say hi to Charlene, Arlet Dreams? Eyelet Dreams. I saw her up here, but the comment is gone. My sweet friend Charlene, I see you. Here you are. She's saying hi to Birdie Lux. She's been steaming, photographing, and listing on Posh all day. Slow but sure. Hope you're good. She's got some fun videos. We can talk more about that. Let me say hi to people. Alana's here. I've had such a great time connecting with you, Alana, on YouTube, and Carrie T. Good evening, my friends. I cannot stick around the whole time. I'll sneak in and out. Fantastic. I'm happy to see you, girl, for any amount of time. Mo, hi from New Mexico. How's it going there? And Bora Bora Jen, hi, it's wonderfully wild weather out here. It has been so crazy here. Remind us in the chat where you live, like what part of the country, you know? I'm in Northern California, and we've had the craziest winds, like rain and then really strong winds. It's just been kind of intense. Alicia's here from Murrayed Life. I caught one of her premiere videos this week, so that was super fun. I've never done a premiere. Do you guys like that? A premiere, it's not a live. It's like you put up your normal video on YouTube, but then you say that you'll be in the chat chatting with people. I could do some of those. I have never done one. Oh, here we go. Lots of friends, but the chat has moved. I see you all. Bin's Crazy Jess is here. Amazon Birdie Lux. It was amazing. Need to edit it first. Okay. And oh gosh, I got to get back up to my spot because that's how I make sure I can say hi to everybody. Trisha M is here. Hi, I'm currently on putting away my inventory right now. Always enjoy your lives. I enjoy having you here. And let me just say, if you could see what I'm looking at across my office, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 giant boxes and a couple piles of all inventory that needs to be folded, put into the clear poly bags that I store my inventory in, and put away in the inventory. That is one of my weaknesses as a reseller. Do you have a weakness as a reseller? Do you have a part of reselling that you totally have to hold yourself accountable on because otherwise you'll slack? For me, it's putting the inventory away because in my mind, I have this story that like, okay, that's not making money. Like when I list, I make money. When I share, when I buy inventory for my business, and then this seems like this is a task I just have to do. And it's like not a good mindset, but that's the task I like the least. Do you have a task that you struggle with or like the least, you guys? Molly Jones. Yoo-hoo! I made it to a live. Hello from Minnesota. Is it as cold there as Minnesota sounds? We haven't seen you in a bit, so it's so great to see you. Resale Royalty. Hi, I'm Tina, aka Resale Royalty on YouTube, Instagram, Poshmark, eBay, Etsy, Mercari. Oh my gosh! And slowly leaving Thredup. Yeah, Thredup. It's been a great year and then a tough year for reselling to Thredup. That is awesome. Great to meet you a little bit more. I said hi to Bin's Crazy Jazz and Zoe and Nicole, and I said hi to Charlene and Alicia. Joe BP. Hi there. Been a few. I'm Joe in Virginia Beach. What's it like in Virginia Beach? This is like so feeding my curiosity. Like I think at some point I will get to do a thrifting road trip or want to, or someday. And I just think it would be so fun to visit different people and see what sourcing and thrifting is like in their area. For me here in Northern California, thrifting has been amazing in the past. It's expensive. It's way more expensive than many of you, because I watch your videos or I see you on Instagram and I drool with jealousy because you get stuff so cheap and it's super expensive here. But because I'm an hour from San Francisco, I think I find really great brands, like higher end brands, some designer stuff. So I'm fortunate in that way, but it's a little hard. Oh my gosh, I love you all so much. I got to get on my comments. Oh, evolving always, Terry. Quimby, you share such valuable information to the reselling community. I appreciate you. Enjoy your weekend. Many sales to you. I have to drop off. Oh, I'm going to miss you. This is Terry, so go find her. Terry, we got to promote your YouTube channel more so it can grow, because you have really awesome content. So if you're in the chat and you have your phone or a tablet, go over and find Evolving Always Productions. This is called a super chat, which helps me out so much. I am very thankful and appreciative of it. Go find her and follow, because I think she's going to be big on YouTube. She does really great live interviews with people. And you can follow her on Instagram too, but I want to help her grow that channel because she's got some good stuff. And growing a YouTube channel is like a challenge. If anyone wants to talk about it, I could talk about it all day. Brittany from All Bossed Up is here. Hey, Resale Royalty. I saw a comment, but then it zipped away. Here she is. Okay. Carrie T says, it's like 0 here in New York, and it's supposed to be some tremendous snowstorm on Monday. Can't wait to move out to California permanently. I go back and forth. And then Alicia says, I wouldn't live anywhere cold. She's like, are you in Mississippi? She's in the South. Ben's Crazy Jess says, I'll use your Jomar code, Queen. It sounds fun. I'll use your discount. And if you do it now before Sunday, it's 15% off. And they've had Free People, my favorite brands. This is a new Free People top that premiered in one of my videos this week. They've got Free People. They've got makeup right now. But my favorite boxes from them, believe it or not, you guys, are the pre-owned ones, because I just get amazing brands in there. But I could talk about Jomar in detail. I'm happy to help any of you. Bora Bora Jen, I said hi to, and Brittany All Bossed Up, and Sarah Lee, and I'm missing such good conversation. And Joby, and hey, Melissa made it from Bandy's Closet. Hey, everyone. I've done a couple collabs with Melissa, and I should do some more. I should do some more collabs. She's awesome. Melissa's awesome. Hey, girl. Quemby is All Bosses Up, too. Love it. Hey, Brittany, you guys got a whole lot of hay going on. Okay, let's see what, Oh, Lake Wanderlust is here. Yes, I so hear you about putting away inventory. That's why I keep most of my inventory hanging on racks. Ooh, that's awesome. I only have to fold and pack up activewear, tees, and that sort of thing. How do you have the space for that? Like, how does that work hanging on racks? I've seen some people do that. I have over 1,000 items listed on eBay. Almost all of them. I think I'm at about like 700, trying to get them all over to Posh using Vendu. How do you do that? How do you guys do it? How do you guys do that? Oh, Michelle from Courageously Thriving is here. Hey, friends, I made it. Do you have a small child attached to your leg while you're trying to watch? For all the mamas and dads out there that have like small kids, I just want to say, I hear you. I see you. I get it. It is a challenge right now. How are you making it work as a reseller, working from home, if you have small kids there? Like, chime in. I've got one 9-year-old. He's at his dad's part of the time, and I'm still kind of losing my mind. On one hand, it's fantastic. I get a lot of quality time with him. I get to help him with school. I feel super involved. Yay, yay, yay. Then on the other hand, it's like, I'm going to pull my hair out. I have to do fractions. Today, I had to help him with his math, and it's about like dividing rectangles into parts and labeling them. It's like, I just want, like, no, I put my time in with all that. I'm done. Like, no, thank you. Oh, Heidi's here from Restyle Secrets. Yes, growing YouTube is slow, and I'm definitely an acquired taste. Oh my God, you're so funny and awesome. You are not an acquired taste. YouTube, if people want to talk about that, I could do a whole video on it. I mean, it's taken me a year and a half to get to whatever I'm at now, which is like a little over 2,000. And I don't have all the secrets. I just know for me, it's been showing up, putting out at least 2 videos a week, showing up, making a good thumbnail, trying to get a good title in there. If you think you're just going to put on an awesome video and like everyone's going to see it, there's a whole science to it, just like there's a science to selling on eBay, Amazon, Poshmark, how you have to get your title just right and your pictures just right. It's the same thing with YouTube. You can't really put a title out there, in my experience, that's like, come see my great haul, because you're not using the right keywords to get your YouTube reselling channel out there to the masses. And it's kind of all about that. So at least in my experience, because I came from nowhere, I had no Instagram following. I didn't even have an Instagram account. I had no social media knowledge or presence. If you're just trying to like build up from that, there's a lot of little secrets to learn. There's tons of videos on it. Hit me up if you need help. Brittany, Backstock has given me a super chat. Love your chats. Thanks for all you do. Heart, heart, hearts flying. Thank you so much. I want you to know how much I appreciate that. It's no small thing. It really helps me in my channel, especially with the lives, because the lives make $1 about on their own for some reason. So I just really do appreciate the help. And tell us more about you, Brittany, Backstock. I know everybody knows you already, but drop in your closet, your store. Tell us what's up for you right now. Anything that we can support you in, I would love to help do it. Okay, here we go. New England Betty Boop, please subscribe, hit the bell notifications, and hit the thumbs up. Please do. It really helps me out. And in addition to really helping me out, when you make sure you're subscribed, and if you're watching the replay of this, make sure you're subscribed or you don't get notifications when I go live. I have some fun lives coming up. I'm going to do some more with Leslie. Tell me if you have any interest whatsoever in this topic, because it might just be me. I thought I'd do a live with Leslie on reselling and how it affects your relationships. Like if you have a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a husband, a wife, a partner, a dog, your kids, like how do we deal with reselling in our relationships? I'm really fascinated in like reselling couples and stuff. Carrie T gave me a 99-cent super sticker. Thank you, Carrie T. She and I did a video. Oh, Carrie, are you still here? I know you were going to drop in and out. Hey, Mickle Pickle Pie. Because guess what I got, Carrie? My first Thredup DIY designer box. I have not got one of those in like a year. Hi, Barbara Babash. Where did you sneak in? So I got a Thredup DIY designer box. You're going to find on my channel so many unboxing videos, so many Thredup unboxing videos. I love them. They're awesome for my business. Really low cost of goods. Some kind of stink, but some are amazing. And I haven't got the DIY designer in a very long time. And that's because basically it's like 5 items for 90 bucks, hit or miss, and they're DIY items. And I never get them because they sell out in like minutes. So there was that. I went on because I check Thredup like every day, several times a day. Let me know if you have any tips for getting cool stuff on Thredup, like the boxes. And feel free to message me if you see something up. It really helps me out, like a shoe box or something, or some of the better, more coveted boxes. I haven't found any rhyme or reason. I just go on there every day and I check. I have a tab open on my computer and I'm like, oh, when I'm in between tasks, I check Thredup and I'm like, is there a box? So I found a DIY box. It's downstairs. I need to record it. And Carrie says, and you're doing amazing on Instagram. I'm trying. I'm actually putting a little effort into Instagram. Joby says, ugh, Thredup. I know. You mean the rescue boxes? Alicia at Murrayed Life says, my family on both sides are resellers, and so I feel they really understand what I do. Now, that's amazing. That is so rare. Oh, I just sold something, a young, fabulous, and broke top. Because my Poshmark sales were slow, this week. Like mine have been picking up. I feel so excited because finally Posh is like clicking for me and I'm making regular sales. Before it was eBay. Everything was being sold for me on eBay. That was my main bay, and Poshmark was like this side thing. Now Poshmark, I'm in a rhythm. It's working for me. And then this week was like, not that many sales, but I did have a big bundle sale for $150. That's awesome, even though Poshmark takes 20%. So that was an awesome sale, and that's like several sales. So that was great. But yeah, the Poshmark thing is kind of happening for me. And then what is this? Okay, anyway. Oh no, Lisette has to go. Sorry, everyone, gotta run. Getting ready for my live at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard on Instagram. Oh, so she's live on Instagram. I've never done that, really? If you're free, come on over. So when we're done here, we can go over. Barbara Babash said, I won 10 pairs of shoes for $5. What? Where? How? Possible net profit of $250. Where'd you get 10 pairs of shoes for $5? You mean like on an auction? Amazing. Lake Wanderlust says, I'm so bad at keeping up with Instagram. So am I. Like I have been, and now I'm trying. And I had a few weeks where I was like, no, that's an exaggeration. I had like 2 weeks where I was like trying to put a post up every day in my feed. And then this last week, I've only done like 2. It's another like little part-time job. If you're using social media like YouTube, Instagram, Clubhouse, Facebook groups, if you're using that to market your business or to interact or network for your business, it's like another little part-time job. YouTube definitely is, which is why I've had to hire out more help this year. So I would love to grow it. It just takes a lot. Shut up, Michelle. Celebrating my birthday today. Happy birthday to you. Everyone give a happy birthday to our good friend Michelle. Such a good friend and support to the channel and awesomeness. Mickle Pickle Pie says, I'm having my best month ever reselling. Okay, tell us about that. I want to talk to you about what our challenges are as resellers, but let's also celebrate our successes, what we're doing well. Is it like totally random, or do you think you're putting in a certain amount of effort that you can share with us? Carrie T's still here. Beth Tillman's here. Hi, everyone, says Beth. How are things going with you, Beth? Barbara Babash is with us, and she got those 15 pairs of shoes, and I'm like, I want to know. Jess says, I never get to buy Thredup neat boxes. I'm just on there all the time. Okay, I'm getting back up here because I missed so much good stuff. Okay, up here, so good. Okay. Melissa at Bandy's Closet says, yes, YouTube is hard. I was looking at my numbers and my watch time has dropped since I no longer do Thredup videos. So I need to figure something else out before I get demonetized. You're not going to get demonetized. You can't get, but I hear you. Like, so Melissa was like our resident expert for selling to Thredup. And then the whole Thredup thing recently was like, oh, it's not as hot to sell to Thredup. And so now you kind of probably have to figure out like, what's your thing? What's your niche? What do you know a lot about and do well? And what's going to draw more people to your channel? There are certain videos on my channel that do really well and some that don't. And, you know, sometimes our channel gets boxed in. Our YouTube reselling channel gets boxed in because if you've done really well with Thredup videos and then you start trying to do other videos, the YouTube algorithm is like, no, that's not what we promote for you. So it's like, it's kind of hard. It's like you want to niche yourself, but not so much that you can't do other stuff. Everyone's begged me for eBay videos, and my eBay videos, like how to ship on eBay, that one's done well, but like how to handle eBay returns has not done well. Like all my eBay tutorial videos are not doing so great, but any unboxing videos do pretty well. So I'd love to talk to you more about that, Melissa, if you want. Resale Royalty says, yes, very slow, but I love watching other YouTubers. I have learned so much. Me too. You know, you gotta love it, or otherwise I swear it is not worth doing because it's so much time. YouTube takes so much time. So you best like it, and do it for more than just the money, or you're probably hosed because it's so time consuming. If you want to do a decent job and put out enough videos, it is, in my experience. Carrie T says, yes to a thrifting road trip. I said, as soon as I get my shots and things ease up a little bit, I'm doing a video on a thrifting road trip. Whoever wants to be in it, come on in. You should. You could like post like, hey, I'm going here or there. And you could like meet different resellers and visit them in different areas. Here is M. Arthurton. Hi, I'm loving your unboxing videos. I got the Mature Women box, woohoo, with your code, and I love what I got. I'm Megan, Orange Poppy Shop in SoCal. I'm so glad. Welcome to our crazy, silly, educational, inspiring Friday lives. Listen, you guys, if you want to talk boxes, or specifically Jomar boxes, I have got so many, and I have like 5 more on the way. In my experience, because of my business, it might be different for you. My best-selling brands are mature stuff, like on eBay. Chico's and, like J. Jill and just mature women's styles. And the mature women's CPR box of pre-owned stuff on Jomar has been my favorite. I just ordered another one. Keep your eye out for when Jomar does free shipping. Get on Jomar's email list so you get the first tip of when good stuff is coming out. And use my referral link, The Grateful Queen, to get 15% off. Normally it's 10% off. So if you were considering getting something, it's 15% off right now. So I'd say do it now. I ordered a few more things this weekend, but I'm basically only doing boxes. I haven't been thrifting in so long. So my whole business is like, this is so weird to say, but my reselling business is run right now on wholesale and ordering online. And I was like a queen thrifter. It's one of the reasons I got into this gig and started really doing it as an income source, because I love to thrift and I was out there anyways, and I'd be thrifting for myself and my family and I'd find amazing things. And I'm like, I should sell this. It'll pay for my whole personal thrift haul, but I can't really thrift right now. So I'm doing everything boxes and it has been awesome. Super Geeks made it. Awesome. Hey, y'all. She's another amazing vintage seller with a really cool presence on social media. She's pretty awesome. There's my mummy. Everyone say hi to Barbara Kemmler. That's my mom, aka Grateful Babette. Hello, my dear. I'm late because I had difficulty opening my wine. Best excuse ever. Quimby, I was late. I had difficulty opening my wine. That gets you off every single time, in my opinion. It was a screw top. Yay for Peter Newman, and thank you, Quimby, for encouraging and supporting so many other sellers. Thank you. I wish we could get out thrifting again, but it's just like lame here right now. Beth says, I sold a new car alarm on eBay. Buyer asked for express mail. Now open to return and says it does not work. I'm going to get back a used car alarm that I can't sell and eating the express mail fee. We need to pull that apart because there's so many learning points in that. Number one, when they asked for express, did you charge them for express, not just whatever the shipping was? Yeah, and then you have some choices there, like if you believed it worked, then you definitely want it back. If you believe it doesn't, do you even want to pay to have it sent back to you? When you sold it, did you test it and say it was working? eBay returns are not my favorite part, but they're a reality, and I sell so much on there that I'm just grateful. Lake Wanderlust says, I started with unboxings and hauls because I know I like to watch them, but I really want to delve more into fabric knowledge. My degree is in textiles. I just don't know if anyone will watch that. That's awesome. What do you mean by fabric knowledge? Like, how could that, you mean, and market it to resellers? If you were going to do a non-reselling YouTube channel, I think that's what you're talking about, YouTube. It's like, you have to figure out who your audience is for that. Is it going to be resellers or something or someone else? Like, because that knowledge might be amazing for other people that aren't resellers. So figure out who would your audience be if you're going to do that. That'd be awesome. Mickle Pickle Pie says, eBay has been a very large part of my success this month. That's awesome. So are you saying, because you said you had a best sales month ever, is it because you've moved over to eBay or you're doing more on eBay? I heard that a lot. If anyone is not selling on eBay, why not? And how can I help you to do it? Because it is such an opportunity. Christy Blocker, I'm sorry I missed you until now. Hello, reselling family. Are my other birthday sisters here? Courageously Thriving and Trish Van. I haven't seen Trish Van, but Courageously Thriving, Michelle is here or was here, and she's awesome. Happy birthday. Mickle Pickle Pie says, I'm finally at 200 items active. I have been focusing on listing and force myself not to source this week. Well, there you go. There you go. Like if someone's having an awesome sales week, more often than not, they're going to say something like, I've been listing a lot. In my opinion, in the reselling game, this is just my opinion and my experience, listing is king. No matter what, everything else, listing is the most important thing. You're having a crappy sales few days, sit down for a few days in a row and list 5 to 10 things. Be consistent and list. There's so many other factors, of course. Do you have good pictures? Do you have competitive prices? Are you buying things people actually want? You know, that stuff's all important. Are you sharing on Poshmark? Are you sending out offers? Are you running a sale? All those things are important, but in my opinion, listing is key. So if you sit your butt down and just list more and list more consistently, I think you'll make more sales. Amberlicia says, I'm lucky if I sell one thing a quarter on Mercari. I haven't been on Mercari. What do you guys think about that? Okay, Zoe's here and Alicia. And Amberlicia says, Instagram for me is too full of scammers. I hate it. Someone even spoofed my page and was trying to scam my friends. I've never heard about that. I haven't had experience with that. So Jess at Bins Crazy Jess says, none of my family does reselling, but they own their own business. So they understand tough work. That's a really good point. Like, listen, reselling is a lot of hard work, and people that are really killing it in the reselling game are working hard. They're putting in the hours. They're listing regularly. They're listing a lot. You know, it is a lot of work. It's simple work that anybody can do, but you know, there's a lot of work to what we do. It's not like you sit around and make money. It's like you're working. Charlene says, listing is king. It's my goal now above all. First things first, list. That's exactly how I feel. Hey, Pink Diva Studios, so great to see you. She's awesome. You want to be following her over on Instagram. A lot of really good, inspiring content. Oh, and I see my friends Rescue and Resell, an amazing reselling couple. So happy to have you guys. Did Leslie come in? Here she is. Happy Friday, Quemby and friends. I was on Leslie's channel on Monday. I was speaking about that earlier, talking about work-life balance, and we're going to do something else again soon. I love working with her. I know I respond to this, Charlene, at Islet Dreams Reseller. Listing is king. My goal now above all I wanted to respond to something else because this came up on Leslie's channel too when we were talking at a reseller's passion about work-life balance. We get all over. We're talking about everything, but one of the things that I said, like, I don't have the work-life balance thing mastered. Let me know if you do, because it's like, oh, how'd you do it? But my strategy for myself anyway that works for me is I try and get the tough stuff out of the way first. Like, I triage my to-do list and I triage my schedule. What is the most important thing I have to do today? Now, for me, because I'm a full-time psychotherapist, with another channel, I put out a video this week about talking to kids and teens about anxiety and how I treat anxiety in teens. So check that out if you're interested and you know any teens that might benefit. But that's like, I have to take care of client matters first. If I have to return a call or schedule an appointment, that's number one. That's where money comes from. Reselling, number one for me is listing. Sit down and get your 5 to 10 listings done a day. Then you can go on and do the other things. Buy inventory from your business, share, watch YouTube, edit YouTube videos. As much as I love YouTube, and I am putting out 2 or 3 videos a week, which I think is pretty amazing. It's a lot of work, especially because I'm editing more now and stuff, but I can't put that first because YouTube doesn't make me money really, you know, like, I enjoy it and it's fun and it's creative and I'll do it all the time, even on the weekend, because I love it. But I do that first. Do you guys do that, or am I alone in that? Like, how do you make sure you get your work done, whatever it is for you? How do you keep yourself accountable and responsible? How do you make sure you're putting your time and energy into what matters most in your business? I'd love to hear how you guys do it. Alicia at Murray Life says, I love your therapist channel. Thank you so much. It's a slow growing little baby, but I'm really happy with it. Nicole at Birdie Look says, I don't have a great work-life balance, but I'm trying to. I get up early so that I can get ahead a head up on our son who wakes up really early. I get so much done before 10 a.m. And you know what? What time do you actually wake up? Because that hurts me just thinking about. But when my kids were little like yours, like your kids are under 5, right? I was up at like 5:30, 6 a.m. I used to wake up at 5, go to the gym to a Zumba class, come home before he woke up, and then work. Those were crazy days. Now he doesn't wake up so early because he's 9. But that is awesome. And guess what? Whenever I've studied successful people, like I love to watch YouTube videos on highly successful entrepreneurs and stuff and inspiring motivational content, they all say they get up early. So many people say that that is a major aspect of their success is their schedule. And there's a lot of things they say, but getting up early is big with successful people. Job says, triage, great word, great idea. You know what? I got the triage words because of psychotherapy. So when I worked at hospice, I mean, I'd get so many calls and it was like, what is the like crisis comes first? Like, okay, suicidal teenager, we're going to deal with that before somebody else. So I was always triaging the clients and it was like, who, you know, which, what's the biggest emergency in crisis? Everybody's struggling. But I have to deal with certain things first. If there was a crisis in the schools and someone died and I had to go, it was like, that goes first. So I was always triaging. So I guess I still think of it like, you know, I don't have crises in my life around reselling and stuff, but I still kind of think of it like that. Ooh, Melissa at Vandy's Closet. Looks like I'm having Jess just cross-list for me. I think Macari will be better for me since she will keep me consistent. Oh, I missed that combo. I want to hear it. But I saw that you sold something, which is what I wanted to click on. Ooh, but so much more came in. This happens all the time on lives. You're like, you go to click a comment and then it moves. So I really apologize. I saw that Melissa said, oh, here it is. I just sold some dance goes on Macari for 30. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'd take 30. I take almost whatever, you guys. Like, I'll be in a haul, just so you guys know, and I'll be like, I can probably get 30 for this Jill dress. But if someone comes in and they're like 18 and I haven't had a lot of sales or something, I'm taking it. Like, what did I pay for it? Am I making money? I take most sales. I don't take most sales under $10, but around the $10, $15, $20 mark for a pre-owned item, I usually take it. Okay. Mickle Pickle Pie. I finally got a planner since I work 7 to 4 from home for the first time in my life. It helps me to write them down. 100%. Do you guys do that for your reselling business? 58 friends watching right now. I hope we have 58 thumbs up. And I hope if you're watching, you've remembered to subscribe and hit the little bell so you get notified when other lives happen and you get to hang out with all the amazing people in the chat. So definitely do it. I'm huge on scheduling and lists. And again, to go back to the successful entrepreneurs and all that stuff that I like to watch, when you write your goals down, you're more likely to achieve your goals. That's why I did the whole vision board thing. Leslie and I did a video on my channel about that in January. Write it down or do some form of that, some visualization form, you're more likely to achieve. But if you want to get even deeper with it, friends, if you want to be even more successful, people can have lists. Oh, I just sold something else. Yes. People can have lists and people can have goals. But the people who have a purpose underneath their goals are really going to kill it. Like, what is your actual purpose? And purpose usually isn't like make a few bucks or be the best at this. It's usually something a little bit deeper that brings meaning, that is of service to other people. So when your goals are attached to something like providing a great service or providing for your family or whatever, you are much more likely to manifest those things in your life. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Pretty awesome queen, says my friend Jess. Super Geek says, she's Victoria, block scheduling. It's the only way I can manage mom life and my business. How old are your kiddos? And when you say block scheduling, is it like 11 to 1, I'm doing this, and then kid time? I don't know if I quite do block. I do it with my clients. Christy Blocker says, sounds good. I decided I'm going to stay at my unit tonight. It's so warm. The Pink Diva Studio, I'm committed to listing 5 new items along with relisting Monday through Friday. I hear you. I see you. And if you want accountability, you can send me a message on Instagram and say, I did it. I did my 5 items today, or I did it. every day. Oh, look at, we have a friend that made it in, Yoso Boho, Rescued Treasures. I block time every day. I don't always do things in the order I list, but I get them all done. All right, Victoria and Yoso Boho, tell me what you mean by the block. Barbara says, if I don't list the items right away when I'm excited about the item, then they end up in my death pile when the excited is gone. My biggest issue in reselling. I totally love that, Barbara. Barbara just is a wise friend of the channel. I know that feeling. I can relate to that. Like, you're super excited, you just took the pictures, or you know you thrifted a great item, you want to get it up there. It's like, do it. And I have that experience too. I'm excited about, it'll sometimes be like the last thing I want to list. And I have bins of things that need to be listed, which I'm okay with, because I do batch, like I'll do like 100 photos and like 100 items photo in one day or something, and then the bins are like nearly empty and I gotta fill them up. But certain bins, I like my skirts bin, because I don't do really well selling skirts with a few rare exceptions. That stuff has not been listed. I have a full overflowing skirts bin for a long time. Like, skirts are hard for me. And so it's like, they're just sitting there. I'm not excited about them. They're not a big seller. So I'll do tops, I'll do jeans, I'll do leggings, but that skirts bin just sitting there. And now that I've said it out loud to you all, I'm going to get that skirts bin listed. And who the heck is wearing skirts right now in 2021 when they're not really going to work and not really going places? Like, are you wearing a skirt? Ooh, I'm missing all this stuff. Let's see. Alana said, my mother on the lingerie store, and she had men, but this isn't a big size. Okay, and then she says, that came out weird. She owned a lingerie store. I know, I hate that, where I'm like, oh no, I typed the wrong thing, or autocorrect put in some weird thing. She owned a lingerie store. That's awesome. You know what sells really well? Vintage lingerie. Do you guys shop when you go thrifting? Do you do the sleepwear lingerie section? I did a video about that once. I think the video was called like, if you're skipping this section, you're missing out, because some of my highest dollar sales or just really great flips are from that section. How do they organize it in your thrift store? But at my thrift store, it's like sleepwear, and they'll have pajamas, which I made so much money on pajamas. Note, lingerie, and like any type of weird, like a slip is in there, just random stuff. And they usually mark it super cheap. It's usually like a couple bucks for some reason. They think it's worthless. And I have flipped some, I found a La Perla top that I flipped, and I've got a beautiful Natori long nightgown for like 65 bucks to an international eBay seller through the global shipping program. I mean, I've just got some great, and vintage Victoria's Secret slips, all that stuff sells really good. Jess says, I would just sell shoes if I could. Oh my God, I need your help, because I have such a struggle with shoes. But guess what, guys? I sold a lot of shoes this week from those Thredup boxes. Those boxes are paid for already with a few shoes. If you're curious, I posted them. I post a lot of my sales on Instagram. Meredith from Mickle Pickle Pie says, I firmly believe that dresses and skirts are going to take off this summer as more people get vaccinated. I'm focusing on dresses when I do go to the store. You know what? Dresses was like one of my best sellers. Like, dresses around spring, summer, because people will pay more for a dress. It's a whole outfit. And maybe it's just a psychology thing. They think dresses are worth more. But this year, I cannot move dresses. My dress bins are overflowing. Like, it's been hard. Hey, Oso Victoria, great to see you. Always the sleepwear. Yeah, the sleep, you probably know as a vintage seller. She also says, had to run up to my computer so I can get in on the chat. TV just doesn't cut it. Yeah, when I'm on my phone, sometimes I can't chat. Alicia says, you know I love the lingerie section. Joby says, I'm on Clubhouse, but I must be in the wrong rooms. Yeah, I can't get on because I don't have an iPhone. Joby says, jeans are my best sellers. Any particular, or is it just jeans in general? I got a Goodwill blue box for $24.99, super cheap, for 10 to 12 pairs of jeans. The video will be up probably in the next week, and it was kind of a bomb, kind of a dud. I do get dud boxes just like everybody else. But jeans are selling really well for me right now in January 2021, and fitness stuff, of course. Deborah says, at the Grateful Queen, just think how easy it is to do measurements on skirts. That's true. I do waist, hips, and length. I don't know. I probably overdo it. I do a lot of measurements on everything. Heidi at Restyle Secrets, does anyone want an invite to Clubhouse? I have a bunch. DM me on Instagram. That's really nice of you. Zoe said, I get into the listing group and just plow through. Some days I list up to 30 items, some days 5, some 0, but I try to do 50 to 70 a week. That is amazing. So you're probably fine. I've always been of the mindset to do like, rather than have some days where I do 0, I'd rather do less each day, even if you just save the drafts and release them that day. That's just my personal strategy. Some people say that doesn't matter as long as you list a certain amount. For me personally, I just find interacting on the platform every day does better for me personally, but do what works for you. And it sounds like it's working great. Brittany all bossed up. Yes, indeed. I read my vision every day. It's a couple pages long, but only takes a few minutes to read daily. That is so awesome. I love that you are doing that. I love that you are reading that every day. And I believe there's a real power in that. I just believe whatever you want to call it, life, God, universe, consciousness, whatever. I think when you are getting focused and putting that vision into the world and focusing on it regularly, you're just going to have so much more likelihood of manifesting that vision. It just makes sense from every level, whether it's spiritual to you or you just believe in cause and effect. You are on the right track. Kelly made it. I sell lingerie to men all the time. I love any buyer. Ooh, how do you know? Like when you print the label, I guess it's to a guy. Maybe they're buying it for their girlfriend or for themselves. I don't really know. I don't have a ton of lingerie for sale. I know Leslie, who I'm going to open her comment here, loves the bra sales. I love that, Quemby. When you said, what is your purpose? Yeah, purpose is my year for 2021 because I've just gotten more interested in looking at things that way and really getting super clear about my purpose for my life, for my work, and what is my underlying purpose for my life and how can I express that through my work as a reseller, through my work as a psychotherapist, in my family work. It's been really motivating for me. Roxy says, I sold 3 items since you've been on. We must be your good luck charm, Roxy. On eBay or Posh or where? Roxy is really getting into eBay. I'm so proud of her. Ooh, I'm missing good stuff up here. Pink Diva Studio says, yes, I use my planner daily. I have to have a schedule. I am such a schedule person. I say all the time to my family, to my partner, Peter, I'm like, if it's not written down, like write it down and hand it to me, or I'll write it down, or I didn't write it down, so it's not happening because I have a lot going on. I am kind of a busy person and I like that. I'm comfortable with that. I have several different businesses. I have a little kid. I'm engaged in my life in a lot of ways. And if I don't put it down on paper or a list, it's just going to go whoop, whoop, whoop out my ears. You know, like I need to write things down. I need a schedule. You know, I'm just not super laid back. I like to be on time. I like to do things right and well. I like to follow through on what I say I'm going to do. I do not want to be a sort of person who is like, oh yeah, I'll call you on Monday and then never call, or sure, let's do that thing together and then not do it. Like if I say I'm going to collab or I do. I show up for my life and the people I care about. And that takes for me writing things down and keeping a schedule. Roxy says, I do too. I take most offers and I use a list to keep me on task. Oh, and the vision board, I have met all but one of my goals. So obviously I need to make bigger goals. That's awesome. Yep, you can always revise. Jess says, Married Life, I have a very creative mind, so it keeps me up a lot. I have a problem thinking on ideas. I have to take sleeping pills. Yep. Alana said, made my fastest sale ever today. 30 seconds. What was it? Oh, it was the Victoria's Secret corset. That is awesome. I bought a mystery box from Jomar Wholesale. Victoria's Secret items. They had it up again recently as pre-owned, and it was super cheap. I don't want to say, but it was somewhere between like $1.50 and $3 an item. That stuff's been flipping regularly the whole time since I got it in the last few months. Not huge money, maybe like $12, $15. $35, but that was a good purchase. And I kind of pass on that in the stores, but it's been selling well. Everyone says it's a good seller. Charlene says, I was up early 2 days ago and I got lots done, but sometimes it's hard to get to sleep early enough. That's true for me too. I'm up reading. I've got some good books right now. And Alicia says, yes, I naturally get up so early and it's extremely important to me. Getting enough sleep is very important. Me too. And I was saying to a client today, I'm like, listen, sleep is part of my healthcare plan right now. Sleep is so much more important than people know. Have you looked at any of the research studies or medical studies on sleep? Like how sleep affects your brain, your ability to think, your cognition, and health. Like sleep deprived people have health issues. And especially right now with the pandemic going on, it's like, I need 8 hours. More is better, but I'm not skimping on sleep in any way because I believe it's one of the things keeping me healthy right now during a pandemic and keeps me on my game. But I sometimes stay up reading till 11 or something. So Heidi says, haha, Quemby, I used to be a city clerk. I always said if the clerk didn't write it down, it never happened. I know. And my family's probably rolling their eyes, but I'm like, I didn't write it down. It's not happening. You want to talk to me about this thing we need to do, guys? Walk over to my list because otherwise I cannot. And I get aggravated at people. I'm like, well, you didn't write it down. You thought you were going to get it done. That's great to have that intention, but where was the follow through? If you don't write it down, how easy is it for it to slip off your mind that you're supposed to call someone, you're supposed to return something, you're supposed to respond to an email, you're supposed to connect with someone. If you don't write it down, it's and then it doesn't happen. I'm sorry, but it's that's up to you. You didn't have the action, the follow through. Things aren't going to happen if you don't. Unless you have this amazing brain. I don't really know about that. Maybe you guys have better brains than me. Hey, Goddess Threads, I'm so glad to see you. Oh, Quemby, you're one of my spiritual goddesses. Oh, yeah. I'm going to tell my family that. Did you know that I'm a spiritual goddess? You're not treating me like a spiritual goddess right now. I love you guys. Jess says, what is my purpose? Mine is joy in what I'm doing. Wow. That's a good one. That's a good one. Often your purpose, your true life purpose has something to do with service. Roxy says, I already looked at that. Oh, on eBay, I sold 3 items this week, a total of 6 in the 3 weeks I've been on. Once I get to 10, then I can join the global shipping program. Do it. I'm so proud of you. You're doing awesome. Brittany all bossed up. I agree with interaction daily on the platforms we sell on. But I know some sellers that do well regardless. Yeah, it just depends. Hey, Jennifer Sturgis, nice to have you. Great to see you. Introduce yourself a little bit in the chat. A lot of these people are here every week, and they're super dedicated, and they're just amazing support. If you're newish or newer, make sure to say what your name is, where you sell, what state you live in, a little bit about you so we can start welcoming in to our community. Mo says, bought a lot of Lane Bryant size 22 women's clothes, new with tags from Goodwill Online. I did a video this week on how to shop on ShopGoodwill.com is the online store. I put all sorts of tips and tricks. I showed you some of the stuff I bought. That is a great place to source, but watch out for some certain things like shipping costs and stuff. Aesthetic Life by Me. Hi, Brandy Melville's my bestseller. You know what? I don't find Brandy Melville. I don't get it very often. It's a really popular young woman's brand, would you say, juniors at the mall? I rarely find that brand, and I'm not getting it in boxes and stuff. Maybe it's maybe I don't have a store in my area. Nicole says, I like 15 new items a day. Consistency keeps my sales good. Wow. That is a great 15. That's a higher goal than I have. You guys are chatting all up with each other, so I'm seeing all these. Nicole says, I found 2 beautiful rare pieces of Lululemon the other day in the weirdest parts of the thrift. LOL, people carry stuff around and drop it in the wrong spots. Has anyone else done that? Do you have a memory of finding something weird? I know that I do. I can think of so many things that come to my mind. Where's that comment, though? I have to get it off the screen forever. It was way up here, too. I'm so hosed. I found one of the big things for me is men's. Men's stuff sells so well for me. I don't get quite as much joy out of selling men's, but it's a great seller, so it's a good business move. And I found some amazing men's pieces, especially like men's outdoor wear, like REI type stuff, in the women's section. Like it's in the women or in the kids. Have you guys found like amazing stuff in the kids? It's like, you know, there's some good stuff mixed in. I think that's a great way to find stuff. Oh, here's Jennifer. She says, hi, my name is Jenny and I'm new. I started about 4 months ago. I'm in Central California, a little town of Clovis. I'm in California too. I'm in Northern, about an hour north of San Francisco. 4 months ago. Oh man, what platforms are you on? Alicia says, I find amazing things in the children's section. And Joby's saying, welcome to Jenny. I love you guys. Thanks so much for doing that. And look at Kelly saying, welcome, Jennifer. I'm so proud of you guys. They're so amazing. I love that we have built this type of community, very welcoming, very supportive. People can ask questions. People can make mistakes. People are going to follow each other, subscribe, like each other. And we've created this here by showing up each Friday and just being ourselves and interacting. And there's a whole community of people out here that will want to support you, encourage you, help you grow your reselling business. So just jump in. Beth says, I am learning how to replace zipper pulls. Oh my God, that'd be good. Hubby and I are learning together. Fixed a Columbia fleece today, working on a down puffer vest and an eyes-on sweater. That would be a really good skill. That would be a really good skill. Oh, Breezy Coast Me says, hi, Jennifer. I'm in Fresno. I started in November, so you guys should hook up on Instagram or whatever. Maybe you can help each other as newer sellers because plenty of questions will come up. Mickle Pickle Pie says, I always find the best things in the kids section that are not kids. Me too. Like if it's a women's size small or something, it ends up over there. So it's like, that stuff's amazing. Beth, I think that's awesome that you're learning. Breezy Coast Me says, hi, Quemby. I've been binge watching your Jomar unboxings. Thank you so much. I just want to remind you guys, I have that affiliate code for 15% off. So like that's a significant discount. It's only till Sunday. So if you've had your eye on something, get up on it. I have ordered the Jomar men's box, the Target box, the Jomar mature women's. That's my favorite. An Anthropologie Free People pre-owned box. I've been waiting since December 5th or something for, but it's coming eventually. I ordered the makeup box recently. That one's been here. Like I share it with you because I love the stuff I'm getting from them and the prices are reasonable. So definitely check it out. Leslie says, I take a nap every day. At 5, I need that daily nap to keep me focused. Wow. That's really inspiring. There were times in my life where I did take naps, but now is not one of them. And you know what? I probably should. Just as I can't do planners, I need a vision board. Do you need a vision board because you need images rather than words? Brittany says, I love when that happens. A sale just after listing. Trying to think of a couple things that sold like in less than 24 hours. Both those Tory Burch shoes. So I have a couple videos on the channel. One of them I did with our friend Kelly Schaffner, who's here. She and I did a collab. So check those out. In both boxes, I got Tory Burch ballet flats. Clean those babies up. Both of them sold really fast. The nude ones that I listed sold for my full asking price of $69.99, like in less than 24 hours. Like I woke up and those babies were sold. I'm trying to think of what else. I did put out a what sold video this month, and I did Poshmark what sold fast because everybody loves a fast sale. Like, of course we do. I see that Vandy's Closet is chatting with Victoria. All right, guys, we just have a couple minutes left. I'm so glad you joined me tonight. It was just so fantastic. It goes by so quick. And I love being with you all. My video on Sunday that's coming out is another Backstock order from Backstock Wholesale. If you guys check them out, I'm not an affiliate or anything. I just really like them. And they were having a sale for like $2 items. So I got a bunch of stuff for like $2, $4, new with tag clothes, decent brands, not crap. So check out that video. That's going to come out on Sunday, and then I'll have a couple more throughout the week. So I hope that you watch those and leave me comments. I would love it. And if you just have not had enough Quemby time, when you get off the live, you can go watch any videos that you'd missed, and we can chat in the comments. I respond to all of my comments, and I really love chatting with you. Alicia says, I have a Goodwill Blue Box unboxing on my channel if y'all want something to watch. All right, guys, really great being with you. I'll see you soon. Bye.